in that reporting, you don't indicate that Heidi ever reported to you that Grant had made threats to her and Laura at some point.
I don't see anything about that in this report.
And just make sure, this was on May 6th of 2011 when you met with Heidi Schumacher, correct?
I spoke with her by phone.
Okay, you spoke with her by phone. And then the next part is the analysis, correct?
Yes.
And is it fair to say that your analysis, that you seem to focus primarily on attachment, and that the children's need to have both parents and see them on a consistent basis? Is that a fair summary?
That's part of what I focused on.
Is the you indicated you recommended the 2-2-3 type of custody arrangement in your recommendations, correct?
Yeah. Yes, that's on page 57.
And you, in that, you say there's a need for the children to spend as much time each week with each parent as possible.
That would be about halfway through that first recommendation,
Right.
or maybe 2/3 of the way through that first recommendation.
And that's following the schedule where you recommend the 2-2-3.
That's correct.
But essentially, you were recommending that the children spend as much time each week with each parent, as much time as possible, correct?
That's what that sentence says, yes.
And this is to repair the attachment disruption caused by, essentially caused by the current arrangement and what had gone on once from the time that from the time that Grant went to New York. Little Grant went to New York with Grant the third.
Well, what it says here is in order to repair the attachment disruption caused by the transfer of the children to Grant with no emotional, psychological preparation of the children.
And are you referring to the consent order?
I'm referring to the transfer of the children to Grant, both the time that Grant the fourth went to New York City and later when the children were transferred to Grant by way of the consent order.
And you specifically, some point in the agreement or in your evaluation, stated that you didn't believe that was a good arrangement, that the current arrangement that the consent order had was a positive arrangement for the children. Is that a fair statement?
I think I testified to that's not a schedule that you would normally recommend for children this age.